What's up, guys? I'm back today with another Pocket GM21 video on the channel. And in today's video, as you guys saw last week, about a week ago, I did another experiment video where I did one team being the worst overall possible in the game. And we saw what happened there. If you guys didn't see it, definitely make sure to go check that out. I'll probably leave that linked in the top right corner at some point during the video. So definitely make sure to check that one out if you guys have not seen it yet. But quickly, before we get started, we're going to be doing the entire roster. Every player in the entire game is going to be the lowest overall possible. But quickly, I did want to show you guys the person who made it. Dak Prescott is the GOAT over here on the Reddit. So if you guys are interested, definitely make sure to go download this roster. And I just wanted to show and not claim that I made this one because I did not make this roster at all. So same person who made the last one made this one as well. But I did just want to give 100% credit for him. So I'm going to hop over back to the game and we will get started with this video. So we're back over here on the game, and you guys can see that every team is a 50 overall. It doesn't really matter what team we're going to pick. We're going to end up just picking the Cardinals right now. Moving on, you guys can see everybody on the team is a 20 or 21 overall. Again, I'm pretty sure this is using off of the last year rosters because Patrick Peterson's still here. So yeah, these are last season's rosters still. Mac Jones not here. Cam Newton's still here. So every team is going to be a 20 overall. We're going to sim through the first week of the season, see what ends up scores these end up happening. And you guys can see it's going to be another game or another process where you actually don't see any stats from the players. One thing I do want to mention is if you guys didn't see in the Reddit, the actual developer of the game, quickly before we get started, I'm going to go on holiday until the postseason, and then we'll see what ends up happening. So we'll go through the postseason, see what happens. But as I was saying, I know the developer about a week ago hopped into that post that was made where the rosters were put. And he said he was trying to work on a fix and figure out why it was crashing. So if we could have an opportunity to be able to rebuild a zero overall team, I would love to be able to do that. So I'm hoping at some point he does end up getting that fix in. But we'll check out stats here. You guys are going to see there's no stats on the screen. And if you guys can see some of the stats, pretty good on offense, pretty rough on defense. And we end up finishing the year 8-9. Pretty competitive, kind of, to an extent. But pretty interesting seeing some of these games and some of these teams. We're going to check out some of the regular season. A lot of teams having fairly similar records. No one really blowing them out. New England with fairly good season. Honestly, pretty solid defense. But again, no team is going to have any stats. You can check out some of the players as well. And some of the divisions. Best record 12-5 for Pittsburgh. Player stats, you guys can see there are no player stats except for offensive alignment. It looks like our offensive lineman gave up one of the most sacks in the league. And no sacks, like I said, no kicking, no punting, no stats like that. But there are team stats, so we can check out some of these really quickly. Nothing crazy here, but we're going to get through the postseason and go through here. See who wins MVP. One thing I did want to say, I'm not going to sim through the entire offseason. Maybe I will. We'll see what happens. But we'll get through here. You guys can see where everything has ended up going. And who's going to win it all? It's going to be Denver winning it all. And you guys can see player of the game or player name. And they're going to be the Champions Bowl MVP with 30 for 36, 500 yards, 2 touchdowns, 120 on the ground. With 2 touchdowns, absolutely crazy. Could it be a quarterback? It's got to be a quarterback rushing for having over 620 yards of offense in the Super Bowl. We are going to get an offensive guard winning MVP. Pretty crazy, but as you guys know, stats just don't really exist. He gave up 7 sacks and 5 TFLs. Yeah, so that's pretty much where it's going to end there. You guys can see for some of the All-Pro players. We had a couple of All-Pro players and a couple of Conference Bowl players. And we're going to move on. So I'm going to get through this free agency section, see if there's any free agents. So there's going to be free agents to sign. But the same thing is going to end up happening. We're just going to get to the moment where that happens, so I can show you guys. But the same thing does end up happening where the roster gets messed up and it actually messes up the game. So I'm going to get to that point. I will see you guys in a little bit, and we'll break the game again because that's what we got to do, run all these experiments and break the game. So I'll get through the rest of the offseason, get some players on the team, and we will break the game and crash the game. So I'll see you guys in a second when we end up doing that. So we did get through the offseason, and you guys can see where we added some additions to the team. We're a 51 overall, 53 offense. We made some additions at running back, lots of additions at running back. I just ended up drafting a ton of players just to get through it quickly. It's not going to really matter. We have a rookie wide receiver in the 7th round. Pretty solid 70 quick development. But we're going to sim through here, and as you guys are going to be able to tell, it does end up crashing the game again. And so, yeah, ends up breaking the game. I'm hoping at some point we can get a fix for this by the developer, and that would be amazing. So we can actually be able to rebuild a one overall team and see just kind of what crazy statistics we can have. But I'm guessing the overalls are just maybe too low for the game to even recognize, and that's why it ends up breaking the game, because those are probably overalls that aren't going to be naturally formed in the game, and I'm guessing that's why it happens. But who knows? I'm not an expert, but I'm hoping at some point it does get fixed. So hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Make sure to check out some other Pocket GM21 videos on the channel if you guys are interested. But without further ado, I'm going to end this one off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys very soon with the next episode. Also, this should be my first episode or my last episode before Christmas time, so I just want to say happy holidays to everybody, and I hope everybody has a very good holiday season. New Year's, all that kind of stuff. I'll have some videos up before New Year's, but I just want to say happy holidays. Hope everyone has a good holiday season, and I will see you guys after Christmas.